Nice.
You're live.
Fixed up.
And there we are.
Boom. All right, here we go. Last stream with the Scions. I will finish them tonight. Or else I'll burn them all.
Burn them all.
I also have to turn on the compressor.
All. Now we don't want you to win. We don't want you to do it.
The new airbrush hose I brought actually came with a disconnect. It was great. Although I think my old disconnect was actually working fine. I think it was everything else that was broken. I may need to switch to the old disconnect though, because I think I had multiple collets for the old one, and this one probably only works with the one it came with. Maybe they're all the same. I bet they're not.
Throw it out.
All right, first plasma. Let's just knock that right out. Lucky Bet, ooh, Jason, hey everyone, Candy Creations, hello all. Noxstream, greetings all. I only want to watch it, burn them all. Hi everyone. I only want to watch it. Also, EOB evening.
EOB evening.
Wait, ink. Cameron, stream time? No. This is actually just a regular pre-recorded video.
Exactly.
Goatswit, how many individual Black Templars do you think you own? 10,000 points. I own like almost 100 old Marines and like 40 or 50 new Marines. A smattering of vehicles. So like around 150. Dr. Whom 1023. Hola, tengo un gato en mis pantalones. Pants cat.
Don't we all have a pants cat?
Mm-hmm. There we go. I just gave my my airbrush a deep clean, and for some reason it's running smooth now.
Let's get plasma'd.
Dry faster. Dry instantaneously.
Cameron, I do an average of 7 push-ups and my best is 20. So how many between 7 and 20? How many did I do today?
19.
I'm gonna guess 12. Hit it. How many Warhammer miniatures do you own? By price.
Over 1,000, because I had 600 when we first started up again, and we did that video with everything. And then I painted over 400 last year. And I think I'm at like almost 50 this year.
$10,000. I don't know.
Oh, I don't even let the number. I don't let the dollar number even enter my head.
That's what it's asking.
No,
so.
I don't allow that thought to exist. Dog man, I'm too poor to afford an airbrush, but I somehow managed to get a 3D printer. Yeah, it's like the same thing.
Jay, do my math homework.
Okay.
No.
Give me a problem.
Brandon Kim, how did you get into miniature gaming?
My cousin was into Warhammer Fantasy Battles, and he was starting to get into 40k, and so he showed me all of his models, and he let me borrow the 6th edition big rule book, and I read the 6th edition big rule book about dozens and dozens of times, and looked at all the pretty pictures and the lore. And then one day, a neighbor of mine showed the slightest inkling of interest. And so, like, we went to the game store that weekend, and he went balls deep, and he got, like, the Tyranids start collecting and the Codex, and I got one box of Necron Death Marks.
Mm-hmm. And eventually, a little bit down the road, I remember you picked up some Gretchen.
Yeah.
And then you showed them to me, and I was like, damn, let's do it. And also, I was helped by, we had another friend of ours had Assault on Blackreach and gave myself the orc half. So I started for free. Always start for free. Unless you can't, then you don't get to.
Yeah. Ink is a very soft layer of paint. I accidentally
Yes.
spattered, and then the spatter actually reactivated the layer underneath and wiped it, and then the air pressure wiped it away.
Wow.
Michael Jordanson, since Games Workshop decided they can reprint old box sets like the old Space Marine vs. Dark Eldar, what's one you want to see back in production? Mine would be Mordheim. Yeah, I hear Mordheim come up a ton. I think I would probably want Battle for Macragge, because I really like the Crashed Aquila Lander terrain.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Hot take. Warhammer is a game.
No, it's a lifestyle.
Right. I'm going to respectfully disagree.
Mm-hmm.
X the 10th. War Games. The first hit's free.
Yep.
Well, if you have other people that paid all the money for it. X the 10th, I want Battlefleet Gothic back.
Yeah, Battlefield Gothic was cool. Anybody tried out Aeronautica Imperialis?
We could.
Mm-hmm.
Primo Zemo, do you guys have any interest in KDM?
KDM Kingdom Death? Or Kingdom Death miniatures? I think they're kind of neat. They're very expensive.
Maybe it's Kangaroo Dick miniatures. Any interest in that?
I would be super interested in Kangaroo Death miniatures. I really want the Flower Knight. That's a cool model from Kingdom Death.
Monitor Klingon dance music.
Ah, there you go.
Brandon Kim, what's a cool way to say miniature painting or miniature wargaming? When I tell my friends about my hobby, I come off as kind of a loser.
Yeah.
Well, yes, you are. But we all are, and it's fine.
Yeah. It's the price of admission.
It is. You could say that you're a miniature artisan, miniature artisan. That sounds a little bit better. Or you could say you're a model maker. That sounds a little bit better. Michael Jorgensen. We have more fun in Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Gotta do the do.
Alright, speaking of that, this is my daily looking up the alcoholic Baja Blast and when I can buy it. Mountain Dew. It still says early 2022. Elf bait. Just tell them what you do and be proud of it. If they think you are weird, that's a them problem. Very true.
Also, like, who thinks anyone's normal?
I guess. I feel like we are used to a different level though.
Mm-hmm.
Because of all the people that we know and have hung out with and the way that we are. I don't think we have a lot of accountants and stable people in our life.
Battle Brothers Tabletop. Sup, doofuses? Battle Brothers Tabletop. Have you looked at the rules for Wormblade at all? I just got the rules today, and it looks really, really neat. It looks complicated. Like it's a proper bespoke kill team. I really like the look of the kind of elite guys. And the regular guys seem a lot better than they used to be. Regular occultists, they have a lot of options.
Are they OP?
Oh yeah, super OP. I don't know. Seem alright.
Battle Brothers Tabletop. Yes, love Wormblade.
There we go. I hope it looks exactly like that when it's dry. It's ink though, so something tells me it's going to look a lot like lighter. Battle Brothers Tabletop. The Sanctus Sniper is freaking wild. Ooh, interesting. I magnetized mine, but I thought that the Sanctus Fighter looked a lot more interesting. The only thing that's a little tricky is he gets a free dash if he kills something in combat. And it says, like, no matter what he did, action-wise leading up to it, he can have a free dash. But could he have dashed and charged and fought? I feel like he couldn't. So I feel like you're never going to get you're never going to get a second dash. But maybe I'm not. I haven't investigated enough. Niku 11, pink plasma is dope. Yeah, I like a pink plasma. Chaos often does pink plasma.
Mm-hmm. They have it right.
Mm-hmm. And since I'm kind of doing like a bad guy Scions. Tabletop. All of the you can't double dash. Yeah, even it's so weird how it's phrased in the book though, because it's phrased like regardless of what it did in its previous activations, and so I thought, oh, maybe that's letting you do a double dash, but then you couldn't possibly have dashed because you're either stuck in a fight or you charged into a fight. So a dash was always on the table. You just get a free dash action. It's kind of neat. All the agent options are great, but the Sanctus Sniper is the best sniper in the game, hands down. Interesting. But it doesn't even have silence.
And it sounds pretty great.
It also has heavy. Like, I thought it looked really, really good. Oh god, where are my brushes?
Jeez, imagine not knowing where your brushes are like a goose. I'm roasting. No, nobody say that I was being rude. Flip not do that, idiots. Naughty scions. Ooh.
This is my Sanctus model. I just put them together today. And I was able to fit a gigantic honkin' 3mm magnet in his arm. So these aren't going anywhere once they're attached.
Damn.
There is not a lot of room left. But I always like to use the biggest possible magnet I can get away with. That was tabletop. The Sanctus Sniper does have silent. Oh, okay. Well, if it has silent, yeah. I mean, silent can be OP. Especially if, I think early on in our kill team career, we would often put cover up on vantage points. No. Vantage point is good enough. A concealed sniper and a vantage point is like, you can't even do anything about it. You have to run up and get it in close combat, I guess.
Yeah, it's a problem.
There it is. I love my Rosemary & Co. size 2. What's the lining brush? I think these are called. The ones with the very long bristles. League 11. If you have a pink plasma, you might get confused if you have Volkite weapons. I thought Volkite weapons had like a copper. They didn't have a plasma glow. They have like a copper ribs. Ribbed for your enemy's destruction.
I get it. Frozen Throg, I smell. Wait, I got caught. I don't smell. Jay isn't real.
Nope.
Andy Grimson, woo! I just got my shirt in today, and I'm eagerly anticipating getting kicked out of Warhammer World in the coming weeks.
Nice!
Also, hey everyone. Yes. I saw the photo. I love it.
Tabletop. Kellermorph is nasty up close too. Yeah, the Kellermorph seems wicked. Like, it gets to shoot twice, like a Space Marine, and its guns are really good. And doesn't the Kellermorph have a thing where it can dash if it kills something?
The real JEOB, did you know you can just change your YouTube name whenever you want? Who would have thunk it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. Brandon Kim, tips to get free miniatures from Star Wars Legion. I lied to Asmodai. Customer service. Say pieces are missing. Send a picture of the missing piece from the sprue. Say it was from a gift and you don't know where it was bought. Give them your address. In a couple of days, you'll get a free box.
Aw. Yeah, I'm sure that works. I don't know. I mean, I know people aren't super stoked on Asmodee, but I feel like they're not like Games Workshop. Like, you shouldn't, you know. Like, you know, steal from Games Workshop all day long. I think Legion demands a little bit more respect than that. Big Legion paid me to say that.
Oh yeah. Jeez, why are you such a shill for Legion?
It's a really, really fun game. Painting tiny, tiny little lines.
Brandon Kim. I'll try Games Workshop next. Oh boy. Eons of Battle Fan 763 just watched the magnetizing of the Storm Talon gunship, and Jay sounded so different.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yes.
Yeah. God, sometimes I forget I own that.
2014. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine you sound different when you're a teenager than as an adult?
God, I think I forget. I never ever take it in games because it used to be really, really overcosted, and I'm just not that big a fan of flyers. I think they're kind of clunky.
You're clunky.
What do you think their little wrist thingy shows? Think it's like a mini map?
Porn.
It's just an iPad.
I would hope so, honestly. Daniel Addison, are you looking forward to losing with your new kill team?
Yeah.
You need to start lying and just say that you win every game.
Yeah, I've actually never lost. This is just a big joke we do.
Yeah, Sean always loses like a nerd. Eons of Battle Fans 763, thinking about starting orcs. Your thoughts?
I love orcs. I have a little orc army. Orcs are fun. Don't paint every single little bracelet and chain and pocket and rip in their clothes. It's not worth it.
It isn't.
Tabletop. McClunky. Cesto do posta ista clankto na pota. Jawa na tinkiwa. Dabaru sangu tangiwa naushka. I've seen the original movie so many times I've memorized Greedo's noises. That's how big a Lord of the Rings fan I am.
I think you mean Star Trek?
Yeah, of course. Treasure Charter. They're using the wrist screens to watch EOB reruns.
There you go. And the link to all of our past live streams is in the description below.
Yeah,
or on
there's
our
like
channel page.
400.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I think and I hope that me, Nick, and Lucky Bat are the only people who've watched them all.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
I mean, how would it not be?
Yeah. Although I've missed one.
Oh, yeah.
I missed one. So I wasn't there. So you've seen them all.
Yes.
For sure. I missed one. I don't know if has Lucky Bat missed any?
I don't know.
I think so.
Jay, that was the hottest thing I've ever seen anyone do. I love Greedo so much. He's so funny.
Yeah, that's something you want to pull out on the first date.
Any Crimson. No, you mean Starship Troopers. Oh, good old Starship Troopers. There's boobies in that movie. You can watch it on YouTube right now.
Ooh. Now I think I will. Sam Hardy, you should learn Jawa trade language. Flipping a dude at 88. The new Star Wars Lego game looks sick.
It does. It looks like so much fun.
Benjamin Reynolds, he said boobies. Nice.
Maybe on the wrist is the heartbeat sensor from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
There you go.
Paul Greer, they just released a new Starship Troopers animated. Oh, you know, the anime Starship Troopers movies have actually been pretty solid. They're not like the original at all, because like the original movie is like a farce, but they're pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised when I watched them, because the first Starship Troopers movie is great. The next two, not that great. God, the third Starship Troopers movies, they couldn't afford squibs for the guns, so they put flashlights in the guns. And so they literally just flash a bulb, and that's shooting. And they're not laser guns. They're supposed to be normal guns. They just had no money. Oak, I hope mini kits are coming back. You mean microfighters? I think those are still a thing from Lego. Like little Millennium Falcon, little X-Wing, little TIE Fighter. Usually comes with one figure.
Jam Styles, my favorite part of Starship Troopers is when Gandalf tells Ron Weasley to get into the chopper.
Yeah, that was awesome!
Yeah, that's a pretty good part. Top 10 movie moments.
And then they all fly to the diner at the other end of the universe.
Amazing.
I'm going to use just a little bit of my Waywatcher Green Glaze from Citadel, which this stuff is worth its weight in gold. I see this stuff, it's really getting old. I see this stuff pop up on Facebook Marketplace every now and then, and people are like, hey, I have like 50 of these because I own a game store and they never sell. So how about like $12 a piece?
Wow.
And some people pay it because they are slavishly loyal to their color scheme.
For a second, I thought you said Weight Watcher green, and I was like, well, that's a little insensitive.
Mm-hmm.
It's WW green now. Calzarok. The Lego Star Wars had collectibles that you could make a tiny vehicle in the game.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
It had Death Guard green is the worst green.
Yes, it is. It is hot garbage. No, it's not even hot garbage. It's like lukewarm garbage. It is not good.
Who's Luke?
There's a great little thing happening with Luke Skywalker right now, but I think it might be too soon because the show just ended. But boy, I do not get Disney's devotion to digitally recreating people. Just get somebody who kind of looks and sounds like the guy. Like actors, I mean, actors are pretty smart. If you say, hey, be Luke Skywalker, you know, they'll watch the movie, they'll practice a couple times, and they'll be able to do it.
They're not doing it because of the actor. They're doing it because of the fans.
Oh, God, the fans are so dumb.
I know, but that's why they do this. I mean, it's the same thing with Han Solo. People were pissed that they replaced, you know...
Yeah, with a young actor who can do his own stunts and was really good at it.
Yeah. They replaced the old man. People did not like that.
Disney has built like an algorithm that can speak in Luke Skywalker's voice.
Worth it.
And it's awful. Like, I swear I hear dialogue. Like it's kind of like when he says a word from the old movies, they use the word from the old movies. It's so awkward. And like the inflection is not there because it's not a human being. It's just terrible. Just get some blonde who looks kind of like Luke.
Disney should invest in cloning.
There, you know what? I would be more into that.
George Gajardo, I thought the Skywalker deepfake was pretty good. The tech is getting so good.
The problem is it's not really a deepfake though. Like, it's getting good, but what is it? Is it really helping us? Because I feel like it takes so much effort to recreate Luke Skywalker that you kind of miss out on an actor's performance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did they have the algorithm come up with like a couple of takes, and then they pick the best take, and then they really filter it and manipulate it to be more like Luke? It just seems like such a weird... Like, don't put the resources into that.
How about maybe make different stories that aren't based on, you know, established characters?
Yeah.
I'd be down for that. That'd be interesting. You know, some more stuff just in the Star Wars universe.
And no, because that's the anime show and everyone hated it. No, actually, I don't think. I think a lot of people kind of knew they would or wouldn't like the animated show, because I don't think the animated show is getting much pushback. Because it's pretty darn good, but you kind of know if you like it or not, if you can handle anime.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who can handle anime are like, I like this show, and the people who don't watch it. Jason M. The guy body acting for Luke basically looks like Luke. Yeah, that's the step one of a deepfake, is you need somebody who looks about right. But here, just no, like nobody is gonna like pull up Luke Skywalker on their phone and like compare and contrast.
I will. You know, I think you're kind of I think you're wrong, honestly, on that one. I think people would do that. That is what people would do. You wouldn't, because you're sane and normal, but other people, oh my goodness gracious.
George Gajardo, I heard it was a deepfake. Some deepfake genius got hired for it, not saying it was a better choice than a fresh actor. Yeah, it was a deepfake to make his head, but the voice was a machine, and it was all just a interesting choice. I mean, it was a good performance from some guy who kind of looks like Luke in a computer and a couple of other computers. Mm-hmm. And you know what's great is it's the weird CGI Luke is hanging out with a puppet, and the puppet looks great because it's a puppet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everybody loves a puppet. the Star Wars Visions, the anime show, episode 8 of Star Wars Visions, Flop and Ocho is so good. I want it to be a whole show. It's so good. I really, really want to build a lightsaber from that episode. It's really neat. It's like a samurai inspired lightsaber, which, I mean, Star Wars is a samurai inspired show, and it's got really, really cool design elements where it's got like Japanese sword parts, but also Star Wars parts. And the blade looks like a katana blade, and it actually has Japanese text running across the laser. It's awesome. Dia T. Nara. The AI gets sophisticated enough to rebel, and then we get Judgment Day, but it's all pop culture references. Yeah!
I think it'll be funny when all actors are replaced by AI.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be perfect.
Ian's Battle Fan 763. My sister says Marvel is better than Star Wars, but Luke could beat Thor in a duel any day. Yeah, I mean, a lightsaber can cut through anything. So, it could cut through Thor.
Even the hammer?
I think it could cut through the hammer. I mean, there are things in Star Wars that lightsabers can't cut through. So maybe the hammer... I would guess the hammer is made out of something like that.
Probably.
But couldn't Luke stop the lightsaber or the hammer with the Force?
That is true.
Invest Awesome Gators. Any advice for painting a candy cane land themed Sisters of Battle? Get really, really good at striping.
And some fun bright colors.
Yeah.
Make some candy canes. Edscar. Yo, what up? My current project will bore you, I'm sure. I'm making a model reading a map.
Could be neat.
Technically, Jay's doing the same thing.
But you know what? That is absolutely true.
It's a good old-fashioned knife computer right there.
You better believe it.
Sean, Disney needs to clone Walt Disney to save the company. But on the other hand, maybe they already did, and they got the evil Walt clone.
The Walt with a little mustache and beard.
Oh, Walt.
George
Do you think
Jarno.
he's frozen?
Oh yeah, he's frozen. I think that's been completely debunked, but I'm going to say it's true. George Gajardo, can a lightsaber cut through vibranium? Discuss. I'm going to say it probably can't. Because, like, vibranium is magic metal.
I'm going to say it can. Just because it's more fun to disagree.
Is Wolverine really, really heavy? Or does he have such a small layer of vibranium coating his bones that it's hard to notice? The extra weight.
Probably that one.
Ian's Battlefan 763, should Games Workshop do Terminators that are scaled up to match Primaris or get completely revamped? I think they should get scaled up. I think Terminators are too classic to kind of let fade. But some people say that aggressors are like Terminators, but they don't do any of the same things really. I don't believe they have a 2-up save. They can't teleport. So I hope that they revamp the Terminators. They're such a classic Space Marine thing. I also think that the drop pod needs to get revamped. What's more classic than drop pod? And currently, no Primaris can ride in any drop pod.
Mm-hmm. I would love it in like one of their animations. If they had a Primaris and a drop pod,
Yeah,
then everyone would go ape shit.
I mean, they probably will because that's the classic Space Marine how they get places.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how cool in Angels of Death when the drop pods are falling?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You just see these little drops just literally plummeting to the ground.
Yep. So how do Primaris get to the ground?
In the novels, they have their own like spaceshipy thing that's like a Thunderhawk.
Seems a little much, don't you think?
Yeah.
George Gazzardo, your effortless skill free-handing those screens is angering my brain.
It's only because I've done it many, many, many times.
The Wizard MF Exodite dropped. Y'all see it?
I haven't seen it yet.
Not yet.
Super excited though. The trailer looked awesome. And as much as I clown on them, I don't hate the Tau.
But in the video today, it kind of sounded like you hate him. A lot of people were offended.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they're Tau players. And they're chicken nuggets. I think, out of all the people that play all the different armies and everything, Tau players are probably the most offended at everything.
Yeah.
That's my bet.
You know what's really interesting that I saw today? I went to the game store to pick up a White Dwarf with the rules for the Genestealer cult, and somebody in there was painting or was putting together a bunch of racks for the Dark Elves, Dark Eldar, and the rack kit,
Drukari?
the Drukari kit, the rack Drukari kit comes with parts to turn your racks into the crew of raiders. It comes with like hands and stuff that are holding on to like the steering wheels and the railing. It's really weird.
It is weird.
I don't think there's like a specific build where like if you do that, it turns the raider into something else. The Racky Raider. It's just a weird little thing.
I think the Racky Raider is a great way to describe that.
Oh yeah, I love the Racky Raider.
Mm-hmm. Hack'em Slash. I take offense to that statement, Nick. See? Called it.
I think intercessors should just get a parachute. Can you imagine the size of that parachute? Like Space Marines weigh the same as tanks. Scaling triangles. That Scion slacking off. He's playing Snake on a scanner. He is. I just realized I drew Snake.
That's pretty funny.
That's a bad game of Snake. You want to get the outsides first.
Sean, Tau makes me think of tofu. Yuck.
Fun fact, Jay hates the Tau.
Whoa. Why do you hate the Tau? Do you hate my Tau Pathfinders?
Andy Crimson, the best freehand I've ever seen was on my friend's Mech Boy. He got Doom to run on that tiny computer screen. That's pretty funny. Linus Tech Tips, a Canadian YouTube channel that does like tech, they had a video where they water cooled like a TI-84 calculator so that they could run Doom, and it still didn't run very good. But it worked. Christian Ariza,
Wow.
Andy Serkis is a Grey Knights player, and Henry Cavill plays Custodes. Games Workshop needs to give them a show. Oh, cool! Andy Serkis plays Grey Knights. That's neat. Does he kind of crawl over his models and say, "My precious"? B. Lewis, what should the next kill team be? I don't know.
Grotz.
Grotz, yeah. Louise's Grot rule should become official. Sense motive. Scions be a good White Dwarf team. I think the Scions are kicking butt with the regular rules. With their compendium rules. Man, I would love to see a crew to White Dwarf team, because I think that they would have to change a lot. Like the crew have some really decent rules and decent bodies. The only problem is they lack stuff. They don't really have good grenades. They don't have good weapons. Like literally, their best gun is 3/3 with like mortal wounds 6.
Maybe you should just try rolling hotter.
That's true.
That would work.
If I rolled only
Works
6s,
for Sean.
crew would destroy. Although I think any team would destroy if you only rolled 6s.
Mm-hmm.
If the crew had specialists, I think that would go a long way. Yeah. And you know what? I think that they should bake in that crew can charge from conceal like the orc commandos. Sean, what's White Dwarf? White Dwarf is Games Workshop's magazine. And actually, Games Workshop has been publishing rules, updates, and stuff in White Dwarf since the very beginning with Rogue Trader. I think it's a little bit outdated now because most people aren't really into subscription magazines. I think that they should maybe get with the times and maybe make, I don't know, an app. And I know there is an app, but apparently the app sucks.
I was about to say, can't you get the White Dwarf stuff with Warhammer Plus?
You can, but not the newest editions. I think it's quite a few months behind.
Oh.
And
That's
you
insane.
can't buy White Dwarfs digitally.
Right, of course.
They used to allow it, but I think
just
they stopped in
assumed-
2018.
I assumed that you'd be able to get, if you sign up for Warhammer Plus, you would be able to see the newest stuff.
No.
Because wouldn't that make a lot of sense?
You get to see the old new stuff.
Pretty dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Dreadlord Hark confirmed. The app sucks.
My suspicions were correct. I've also heard many people say it sucks. Is there anything else? Oh, the rim of the base. Oh my goodness, the rim of the base.
What color's the rim of the base going to be?
Black.
Orange. It should be orange. I think it would look a lot better and even more grimdark and orange.
Well, you know, I'm going to paint them black.
So you don't want it to be that grimdark, I see. Interesting.
Christian Ariza, have you played one-page rules, not 40k game, Grimdark Future? No, I'm interested, but I don't mind regular Games Workshop rules. I would be kind of interested in playing the fake 40k, Grimdark Futures, and Arbiter Ian's custom rule set, Filthy Casual play, and kind of seeing how they compare.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Because really, I don't think 40k is that bad. It's just if you kind of have to ignore like stratagems and all of those combo things. I think stratagems are really a little much.
Yeah, 40k is not bad. You just have to ignore the game, pretty much the whole game.
Well, it's not ignoring the whole game.
And then you're back.
I mean, stratagems are a fairly new thing.
I think they want them to be the game.
Yeah, I mean they keep adding more of them. There's literally some factions. I think like Arbiter Ian did a video, and the Tyranids have like over 20. That's too many.
Yeah.
If it was a couple,
but I think
it'd be awesome.
But I think the big thing though is like there's a lot of people out there, a lot of dweebs, if you will, that's like all the paperwork.
That's what that's a really good point.
Managing all those things. They like to manage all those things, and then like I could imagine Sean would love that.
Oh yeah.
What's
Glass Half Dead actually had a great video talking about this, where he said that Games Workshop kind of messed up in that they made a pretty good game with Kill Team, but Kill Team's kind of simple, and you can't sit there for hours and hours list building. And that's what the 40k crowd is into.
Right. That is true. Yeah, could not be me. I like, I mean that's the big reason I wouldn't be really looking forward to doing any 40k anytime soon, is I don't want to sit down and learn a bunch of crap. I don't want to read all the stratagems. Ian's a Battle fan, 763. Had some Battle Sisters painted very well, then I left and my dog bit one in half and I can't find the bits.
Yeah.
I think I know where the bits are.
Have you checked in the dog?
Yep. Edscar, yes, different games, also known as better games, are great.
I would be interested in playing Grimdark Futures just to see if it feels like 40k. Where is this? Oh, you know what this gunk is? This is the chipping medium that I put on. I was wondering, there's like a weird little gunk on the sides of my bases.
I love chips.
Like Lay's, Doritos.
I could go for
Pringle?
a Lay. No. I don't
Frito?
want a Pringle. Fritos are fine. I definitely don't want a Pringle, though. I mean, I'm an adult. I can eat real chips. Thank you very much. Like I remember as a kid, everyone had Pringles, and I feel like everyone had Pringles not because they liked them, just because they were like almost like a fashion statement. Like everyone
Yeah.
had them. You got to have one too, or else you're not cool.
Yeah, Pringles are weird. It's like a
But I don't-
paste that they form into the shape of a chip.
yeah, yeah, but I don't know anyone who was like, "Damn, Pringles!" They're just like, "Yeah, I like them."
Sense Motive, what is your favorite kill team currently? I really like the Sisters Novitiates. I haven't gotten a chance to play them, but I have been studying them, and I really, really want to get good with them. I have a habit of jumping from kill team to kill team to kill team, and it doesn't seem to work out for me, so I'm going to try really hard to get good at one. Sleepy Jester. That dog is now tournament legal.
Jam Styles, Pringles suck. They could raise. Pringles are good. Bugles are trash.
I like a bugle.
I like Bugles too. So you're trash.
Yeah.
Take that. I'm not even gonna read the ones where people say that they like Pringles.
Everybody starts spamming they like Pringles.
I won't read them then. Perfect. I'll shadow ban them all.
Yeah.
It. Man, this stream is so much fun. I sure hope it doesn't end soon. Me too.
Yeah, not a chance. I gotta hope it doesn't end. I mean, it's gonna end right now, but I wish I had another like 3 minutes so that I could finish putting. I wouldn't have to finish putting the black rim on the bases after the stream is over.
We can wait 3 minutes
Ah,
to have it be officially put.
that's true.
Officially done.
Y'all are gonna
100%
see
done
every
on stream.
single brush stroke. I'm super, super happy with how these came out. There's 2 left, and I think I might actually paint them up in a video where I talk about strategies for speed, because these are quick. A little over an hour a piece to get the whole squad done. And I think now that I've done it once, I could do it even faster.
Damn. Yeah, they're looking really good.
Mm-hmm. Good old Marco Frassoni, not just Mecha. For giving me the courage I needed to way use the airbrush more than I ever have. Like, I painted the red pants and the red arms and stuff with the airbrush.
Ed Scar, EOB live stream overtime. Let's go.
Yeah! Yeah, you guys are witnessing history. Ah!
Pretty wild.
And the last one, I've managed to cover these bases in 2 thick coats. Duncan would be displeased.
Oh yeah, he would hate it.
And
Nobody tell
boom!
Duncan.
8 Tempestus Scions, which is not a kill team. I have to paint some more, but I really like them.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, everybody.
Woo! We already had 2 videos out this week. Make sure you go watch that video. And
We have merch.
also have 2. Oh yeah, we got merch. We have 2 more videos coming out. We have one on Friday, Models and Memories, and we also have a Patreon exclusive episode. We're going to be going through Angels of Death. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
I think, what is it? Episode 7 and 8.
Yeah, getting close.
Getting close. So you gotta join the Patreon to hear about all that stuff. We also have our Patreon only live stream after the normal live stream on Friday. Man, gotta join that Patreon and buy our merch. Got some fun merch.
These guys that I painted kind of remind me of the soldiers that were on the Sword of Baal that just got annihilated by the Gene Stealers.
This is true. And speaking of Baal, we'll be back with another live stream tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central, so join us for that.
Alrighty, everybody. Good night.